morning, everyone. Welcome to our discussion forum on entrepreneurship and study abroad in Malaysia program. So here I'm Jennifer Hossain, have done the master degree from Universiti of Kuala Lumpur, UniKL, and today we are with Professor Mamun from Bangladesh and also from Dr. Shima from UniKL. So we will be discussing about our opportunities and few limitations, exploring the entrepreneurship and also doing the entrepreneurship program in Malaysia and going for exchange programs. From the beginning, I will start from Dr. Mamun. Let's talk about, so you are from Bangladesh.
Right.
What do you think about entrepreneurial opportunities in Bangladesh and how students can explore it?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Jennifer.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum and good morning to all of you. Okay, I think according to my experience in Bangladesh, the students, those who are coming out from public universities and private universities, mainly from engineering school and business schools, so far most of them actually after passing out, after graduating from their own and from their parents, they want to go for jobs, especially to some leading multinationals and foreign companies doing business in our country, and very less interested to go for government jobs nowadays. There are reasons obviously, and but very few of them I found, we experienced that they are not interested to go for entrepreneurship. Even there are some programs from our government and some international agencies, also from some Chamber of Commerce, to encourage our new graduates to go for entrepreneurship. But there are reasons, mainly, first of all, actually they have very little idea about the industry. Even they attended number of courses in which they had exposure to the business environment, and they have at least one or two courses on how to write a business plan, entrepreneurship obviously in the School of Business, and some engineering schools also giving exposure to business environment, obviously related to the engineering technology to be used, to be exposed to business situations. But even then we are experiencing that very few of them are interested. Even they have exposure about the, very beginning idea about the situation of doing business in our country and in neighboring countries, and they have idea about successful entrepreneurs, those who are very successful in our country, but they are not interested to go for entrepreneurship at the beginning. Rather, they are interested for jobs. But so we as faculty members, entrepreneurs and managers and executives and government officials, we must encourage our executives, business graduates, so that they will be interested for entrepreneurial, intention. And there are some other regions because they experienced that from their senior graduates, senior friends, those who wanted to take a risk of going for entrepreneurship. Some of them actually, the success rate they found very few because of reasons like initially, mainly from their parents and their relatives and their friends. They never wanted them to see as an entrepreneur, because as an entrepreneur they have to take so many difficulties, they have to face so many risks, risk of going for new venture, and difficulties at the beginning. Success is not so fast, it takes time. So in that case there are some limitations from their own, from their own initiatives. There's one thing. Another thing is that they have very few ideas about actually how to start an entrepreneurship project, and with which risk and with which initiatives, with which projects and requirements they can go for new venture, new business.
Right.
But so I think from my own experience as academic, both in my country and in abroad, they must have some sort of initial training. They can go for another training for 6-month certificate course or degree program. At the moment there are some universities in Malaysia, especially UniKL and other leading universities, they have emphasis, they have special program in bachelor emphasizing entrepreneurship courses. They have a bachelor in management and entrepreneurship, they have masters in entrepreneurship, and they have other certificate and short-term courses. And other universities also, they have programs in which they are actually their objective of training the graduates during their bachelor program. And recent past, when I was working as visiting faculty in UUM, I saw that UUM initiated to go for a 2+2 program, which will be the first one in Malaysia. 2+2 means first 2 years in the university, and another next 2 years, second 2 years will be in the industry.
So that's really amazing.
Yeah, 4 years bachelor program. They are going to start, I think, in 2017, because last year when I was working with them in UEM in the School of Business, and my colleagues, they are talking about in some of the important meetings in the School of Business, Mr. Dean was highlighting about this new program. And nowadays in Malaysia, higher education ministry also emphasizing about more and more hands-on experience from the industry. I mean, linking with the industry. The School of Business should have very good linkage with the industry so that they can give more exposure through their academic program, and also inviting the successful entrepreneurs and business executives into the class, so that the students are not feeling bored, learning only theories, but how they will be gonna apply their learnings into the business world. They are learning in the classroom, and after 2 years of coursework of that new program initiated by UEM, it will be an excellent that where the students will be learning about all the theoretical issues within these 2 years, and another 2 years they will be linking with the industry, so that they will be so encouraged. They will not be feeling shaky or to start their new venture after this 4-year bachelor program. And so far, from my understanding, UniKL Business School, I mean, since its beginning, I think in the year 2000, the School of Business, they have been graduating a quite good number of bachelor degree holders, emphasizing entrepreneurial programs. So it is well appreciated by the business managers and executives and the government officials, because of the quality of the education, the way they are training, they are educating the new graduates, young learners in the classroom by designing the way they design their courses, and they are imparting. This is how the graduates, after passing out, they will be really enthusiastic, and they will have their own initiatives, and they will be not finding any problems, limitations to begin with new venture.
So recently I have observed UniKL organized the first international conference on entrepreneurship. It was in 2016 December. So where the students could share their paper, their ideas, innovativeness, and there was also the awarding system. It was shared with many countries like Pakistan, Indonesian, Bangladeshis. Participants came to participate here. So this exposure is helping to share the knowledge. Like most of the Bangladeshi students, they think that if we want to be an entrepreneur, we have to have the investment, have the capital. But there is one concept, like if you use the open innovation platforms like openideo.com or threadless.com, where you will find there are a lot of open innovation platforms available in the internet, where you can collaborate with other entrepreneurs. For example, an entrepreneur has came up with some idea which somebody else actually tried, and there was some mistake and error in that business plan, which he or she spent 3 years time only for exploring that. Later on found that it's actually not applicable for the country, or there were some mistake in the process. So if you share your ideas with other entrepreneurs in the platforms, then you can make yourself better, knowledgeable person. And it's co-creation is very important, like collaboratively doing something with other countries, other business ventures. It helps you to enable your knowledge and also get up to date with the technologies.
Another thing is that in Bangladesh, Dhaka Chamber of Commerce, Dhaka is our capital city, and Dhaka Chamber of Commerce happened to be one of the leading industrial organizations, body, and they initiated a program for creating 1,000 entrepreneurs. Okay. And so far I understood they wanted to impart knowledge how to begin with a new venture, how to come with a very good quality business plan, and how to go for the project management and so on. They wanted to impart the knowledge to new graduates, so that graduates will be started to go for new ventures, entrepreneurship, rather than going for jobs. And so, later I found that the second biggest city in Chittagong, in which actually I was working with University of Chittagong for years, and it was I think in early 2000 when Chittagong Chamber of Commerce president also called some of academics. I was there in the meeting. His intention was to create, I mean, same as Dhaka Chamber of Commerce, he wanted to go for another program to create 500 new entrepreneurs, within the, coming years. And he informed us that he had a meeting with central bank governor to solve the matter of financing. At that time, he wanted to invite some academics and trainers to train the, new graduates within, taking 3 to 6 months, so that they will be sufficiently knowledgeable and encouraged to begin with their new venture.
So there are also Oman Entrepreneurship Fund.
Oman Entrepreneurship is a part of, it was initiated by Chittagong Women Chamber of Commerce. One lady, I forgot her name at the moment, she happened to be president of Women Entrepreneurship, Women Chamber of Commerce. And she was one of the elected directors of Federation of Chamber of Commerce. All the Chamber of Commerce, we have a federation. And Women Entrepreneurship, obviously initiated by Women Chamber of Commerce and also supported by Women Affairs Ministry. And in our country, both the big cities, the women entrepreneurs, they are coming with, handicrafts and other program with the village women from the village, and other suburb areas, rural areas. They are inviting them, and even those who are dropped out from their school and colleges, even living in urban cities, they wanted to invite them and train them, and they started some sort of good quality projects in which it was excellent. I mean going for, and some of the projects they came with, exporting their products to other countries. Yes, it was so successful.
So while I was studying in University of Technology Sydney in Australia, I found all the entrepreneurs and the gurus, expert and the professor of that university, they talk about our country's Professor Yunus. So I want to know something about him from you.
Okay, I want to recall, one of my nice memory. The time I was visiting Singapore Management University. So I wanted to see that it was in the year, I think, 2005. Back in 2005, I was visiting that university, Singapore Management University, the one of leading 3 universities in Singapore, and the latest one, SMU. And I was just waiting for an appointment with the dean of the school in Singapore Management University. I just approached to the cafeteria just before entering to the dean's office, and I was sitting there. I found one student working on the laptop, and he just was asking about me, actually, why I was just waiting, a few minutes or about an hour. And he wanted to ask me about who I was and what was my need. He was, and then I introduced myself as a faculty member from University of Chittagong at the time, from the School of Business, and I shared with him about my intention, just a courtesy call with the dean. And he told me that he knew my country because of Professor Yunus. Because Professor Yunus, in our country, he's a Nobel Laureate, and is the one we feel proud because all over the world people know him today. And not only this Nobel Prize, but before Nobel Prize, the way, and I feel proud again, which I shared with when I was attending a meeting with President of UniKL. Mr. President called us just 1 month back, all the professors in UniKL. He wanted me to be introduced. I was feeling very pleased to be introduced as a faculty member working in University of Chittagong, in which Professor Yunus was there as a professor, and he initiated his project. So Professor Yunus today, not only in our country, but also in the region, in Asia, in all the continents in the world, his project, the Grameen Bank being appreciated, so people know all over the world him, and their latest, he started with social business concept.
Yes, business.
Initially with Denmark, and nowadays what we are coming with about, we are knowing about his latest invention, social business. And so many universities, they are interested to open this subject in the universities.
I'm following that in Facebook.
Yeah, they are inviting him. So Professor Yunus today is a model, is a renowned scholar of whom we feel proud, and we are known to the rest of the world. Yes.
Yes, thank you very much. So Dr. Shima, please address something about entrepreneurship and how to be an entrepreneur. also about the UniKL's program.
Okay. Hi. As you know, entrepreneurs, they are very important for every country because they are the economic engine. Yeah, as you know, entrepreneur, they are actually one of the factors of production.
Right.
Yeah, in a country. So without an entrepreneur, you have all the resources, but then the economy will not be moving without entrepreneurs. So we need business people to move the economy and to grow the country. Okay, so that's the reason why entrepreneurship program is very important, because you can say that you can be an entrepreneur without education. Yeah, but you can be an entrepreneur by experience and by chance or by necessity. Necessity here referring to you are so poor and then you lack of education and then you need money. So the other way to make money is to maybe open up a small restaurants or maybe food kind of services. And but there are also entrepreneur that we can grow from universities, or maybe your family with entrepreneurial background, you know, businessman, business owner, but you might not have the experience and exposure. So for you to understand the business is to go to the university and get as much knowledge as possible. And at UniKL Business School, we have Bachelor Business Administration honors in Management and Entrepreneurship. Okay, so in this program, you can choose either to be just a normal employee, you work for other people, or you serve other entrepreneur, or you can choose to be an entrepreneur. Alright, you own a business, you open up your business. Because in this program, now if you're not mistaken, that UniKL also come up with initiative quite similar to UUM, whereby when they enter into the university starting this year, 2017, they would do, I would say, filtering. They will do a test to see your personality, whether you are suitable to be an entrepreneur. If you have a certain criteria, they will offer you in a program whereby earlier on you will have something like a visit to the industry. You know, like industry attachment, and then
For the real experience.
real exposure, and then they have a special track. Yeah, at the end of your study, instead of going for internship for other companies, you might be embarking into real life business. Okay, if you're from Bangladesh, you have the opportunity to collaborate with Malaysian students and maybe venture in a business whereby you can, I would say, integrate, and maybe in the future this business you can grow in Malaysia as well as in your country. So you can have.
It's a very good idea. Yes.
Yeah.
I appreciate. Yes.
There is a potential if you study here in UniKL Business School, because you can get, I would say, both advantage from Bangladesh country and also from Malaysia. As I can see from Prof. Mamun, you already mentioned about in Bangladesh the government have given quite a number of initiative and support for you to grow your business or to be a business owner. In Malaysia, for Malaysian students, we have that kind of initiative. So if you can bring both, you know,
strategic alliance, sort of a strategic alliance.
Yeah, collaboration, joint venture, and this kind of thing, very good for both country and also for the student as well. You know, and we will encourage the student to work together instead of Malaysian student in one group, you know, international student one group.
Collaboration is very
important because this is where you're going to build your network. And in Malaysia, UniKL Business School, we are under Erasmus program, whereby we can send our student to European country for an exchange program for 1 semester, provided that your CGPA above 3.5.
So, if you allow me, Dr. Shima and Ms. Jennifer, Just recent past, I had a meeting with international office UniKL, and one entrepreneur from Chittagong, he visited Kuala Lumpur. We had a meeting. I had a meeting with him personally, and this first semester I'm teaching here, I found that there are a good number of students from European countries like Denmark, Belgium, France, and
Estonia?
about 30 from Japan. Which
Yeah.
country you were talking about?
Estonia.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
think could be in other
Spain,
Spain.
Korea.
So under Erasmus, what Dr. Shima is talking about. So with this nice point, I'd like to invite the Bangladeshi students, those who are going to our business schools, social science faculty, and business schools and engineering faculty. UniKL is an excellent venue in which the Bangladesh universities, especially the private universities, also public universities, because private universities, what I'm talking about, the private universities, they are new, some of them very new, over the last 2 decades and less than a decade. They want to develop their graduates, they want to develop their infrastructure and their faculty members. So the private universities can take this nice opportunity, to send their bachelor and mostly bachelor students to attend 1 semester under exchange program with UniKL. In that case, international office UniKL will be a right place to contact. I think we'd like to invite to all of them from Bangladesh University to send and the students from UniKL will be interested to attend this exchange. So I think it will be a very good point.
Yeah, because we also receive quite a number from Korea. I heard about 20 students will be coming this coming January semester.
Oh, it's good.
And last semester we received quite a number from Japan. So I would say that yearly we getting students from the same country, such as from Spain and all that, and German. We have you mentioned Estonia and France,
Yes.
and
EDC Paris Business
Yeah.
School, Carinthia University
Mhm.
from Austria.
yeah. And for our MBA program and also MBAE, we also receive students from European countries. They joined our classes for 1 semester. Normally they are from engineering faculty, because according to them, in their country, business subjects not available, so they come here and study in our program.
So why you choose UniKL? There is one very good option. Even UniKL is not partnered with any specific university, but you are willing to go, for example, to Australia, America, or Canada. If you can provide the information that course particular course curriculum, the syllabus matches with UniKL subject, then you can go for study abroad program as well. UniKL also give you that kind of opportunity. So not only limited with UniKL's partner worldwide, they also give you opportunity. If you can select a good top ranked university overseas, you can get the opportunity and do the courses over there.
Yeah, and of course the requirement will be as long as if you are from Bangladesh, you want to come here for exchange program. If your country recognize our degree program, that is not a problem. And for us to accept to send our student to your university, it's also not a problem if it is recognized by Malaysian government. So it's like a two-way interaction between the student and the university to university, and then of course agreement have to be signed.
Yes. So through my consultancy firm, Steps to Explore, we are trying to explore the bridging between Bangladesh and Malaysia. Hope it goes well and we can support Bangladeshi students to come over to Malaysia and have the opportunity to learn from them.
Another important point is that why UniKL? Okay, UniKL has got 12 institutes. They have very good program. I mean, same as School of Business. They have other programs like aviation engineering,
Yeah.
IT, and other engineering areas. And strategically, this is a very good place. I mean, strategically in the whole Malaysia, the location
In the
of
center.
UniKL Business School is, in the heart of the Kuala Lumpur, and other institutes like
one in Gombak, one in nearby the airport aviation. So this is very important. The location of the university is very good for international students to choose UniKL, well, I believe from my
And
experience.
also the qualified professors.
Yes.
Obviously,
And,
the UniKL,
and,
yes.
and if for engineering subject, I would say that UniKL will be the best university because most of the lecturers in engineering faculties in Universiti Kuala Lumpur, most of them have some experience in industry. They have worked in industry for a few years and then they have their PhD and become professors in UniKL. So they are quite qualified lecturers in engineering and with an industry background. For business lecturers, I would say most of our lecturers combination of Malaysian and also international lecturers, and some of our lecturers even have taught in international universities abroad, and also there is an advantage for you because you will learn from different perspectives.
So recently I'm collaborating with Professor Dr. Razak for workshop and training. Our upcoming session is the 4th ASEAN Conference in Manila in September, and this option is open for Bangladeshi as well. I will provide all the information, how to apply, how to be eligible to be a presenter. You can take this opportunity and explore yourself.
Yeah, actually, we also for UniKL Business School we have planned 3 conferences. One from Hori, yeah, we have research and innovation session, whereby we will organize UBS MAC, which is UniKL Business School Management Entrepreneurship Conference on April this year, and then of course Professor Conference that will be on September.
Right.
And then we have another one conference, ICGBEC, that will be on December.
Oh, like the last year.
Yes, we will continue again this year.
But
That
the
was-
one in December, where will it be?
Kuala
Second
Lumpur,
one, Professor Zag is going to present what you were
In
talking
Manila.
about in Manila. The first one in April here in Kuala Lumpur.
April in Kuala Lumpur.
And the third one in December, it will be, where will it be?
That will be in Kuala Lumpur.
Oh, Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah.
Last year it was in Kuala Lumpur and I received the best paper award.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you very
Congratulations,
much.
Miss Jennifer.
So I have my passion in innovation, entrepreneurship, and that's why I'm very much interested to
Mhm.
work with UniKL
Mhm.
as partner or as a representative in Bangladesh, and we would like to explore more.
I must say it is a very good choice. I mean, you were choosing UniKL to explore innovation and entrepreneurial spirit, yeah.
Yes, thank
Especially
you
for
very much.
Bangladeshi graduates and students, upcoming students, yes.
We are
Obviously-
also
obviously.
trying to have some 2 days workshop
Mhm.
training
Mhm.
provided by UniKL in Malaysia, because I heard recently few banks in Bangladesh
Mhm.
are going through their technical software changes,
Oh.
which the existing employee is not very much well adapted.
Aware.
Yes, and they have the option to come over to Universiti Kuala Lumpur and go through the training and get the certificates.
It's
Yeah,
excellent.
other than that, UniKL Business School also we provide consultancy services for businesses, and also training
For startup, also
for
existing
startup or for companies who need maybe strategic planning or maybe
business
succession
planning or going global.
Yeah, so we can send our lecturers to Bangladesh if any businesses in Bangladesh need our advice. That is under Triple IP and the Professor division.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we are going to take that opportunity as well.
Mhm.
So any more thing, Dr. Shima, you want to cover?
I think that's all from me.
Prof. Mohammed?
I think the workshop you are planning, to attend in Bangladesh, as I understood, your target group will be students from different universities and
Right.
fresh graduates.
Right.
So in that case, I think you can request the management of private universities if it will be in Dhaka. I mean, and some leading academics and academic leaders and decision makers in private universities, especially those who have a link to the board of private universities, so that they can think about signing agreement with UniKL, other universities in which they can explore for their resource mobilizing, so that they can enrich their faculty members, their students, to go for need-based education in our country. We can
So,
invite them.
One of
to
the
workshop.
club, the Engineers Club from Chittagong,
Mhm.
they have recently invited me to conduct a workshop
Excellent.
on innovation and entrepreneurship.
Okay.
I think after conducting that workshop, I can contact the university management.
Right.
And for the exchange thing, I want to add one more thing. From my bachelor degree, I was an ISACer, which is ISAC is the
I know.
international
I know.
platform. All the leaders like Bill Clinton and others from ISACer. So I was not very serious during my bachelor degree.
Where
But-
was it?
Independent University Bangladesh,
IUB.
IUB. I
Dha-
finished
in Dhaka.
in Dhaka, right? I completed my bachelor from
Which
there.
year it was?
It was 2008.
Oh, I see.
And then there was one option for going for internship in India or any country through ISAC.
Mhm.
My father said you should apply this and explore yourself. This is a great exposure for yourself. And I was enrolled with ISAC, and then I was selected as management trainee from Bangladesh. During that 5 years time of period, I was the only management trainee. So I got to chance to work with Info Analytica in Gujarat, Ahmedabad, and I went there for the exchange program, came back to Bangladesh, worked with the advertising agency. Then again I came to Malaysia to work with Standard Chartered Bank and University of Kebangsaan, Malaysia,
UKM.
right? And I used to conduct workshops for students, creating awareness for HIV/AIDS and other social matters.
Where in
And-
Bangladesh?
No, in Malaysia.
In Kuala Lumpur.
Yes,
Okay.
so I contributed to the social welfare,
Mhm.
and I got to know that how the exposure can change your life. I used to be very shy, very introvert. I was like very shaky when somebody used to talk to me. I was very nervous. But everything changes through an exchange program. So I would like to tell everybody, go for an exposure and explore UniKL, get help from us, and try to grow fast. And the tagline for entrepreneurship is think big, start small. So I guess that's end of our discussion session. If you have any queries, you can send us comment and we will get back to you soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Jennifer and Dr. Shima.
Thank you.